Hello guys, Carlisle Guides here, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about how you can prepare for the next expansion and just basically every expansion that comes out in the near future. Once you normally hear about an expansion coming out, you know that there's not very much left in this expansion of content, which, I mean, there could be, but not really that much. So what I would advise you to do, do what you're doing to get gear. If you're still gearing up, whatever you want to do with that, get ready for the next raid or whatever is going on. But while you're doing that, I suggest to go farm something for some gold. Why? Gold is very good when a new expansion hits. You can buy your flasks if there's flasks that at this expansion that you actually need. You can spend gold to basically prepare yourself for about a week or to a month, depending on how much you farm, to actually be able to not have to stress about it while you're playing, which is kind of not something you really want to do. You want to kind of prepare yourself to be ready. There was an expansion where I wasn't ready whatsoever. I actually didn't get to experience the full expansion the way that I wanted to because I wasn't ready. So I feel like right now I'm going to farm ore, and so far I've farmed 6 hours of ghost iron ore. That was something I wanted to do, not something that you have to do. But the reason why I picked ghost iron ore right now is because people still need the ghost iron bars to turn into trillium, to turn into living steel, to make mounts. Mounts are huge and they'll always be selling, depending on what kind they are. So I'm gonna, I sit here and I'm making a ton of it. Why? Really, for the ghost iron bars. Ghost iron bars sell for 5,100 gold per stack. Normally, I could sell them for 6,000 to 5,500, but at the lowest of my server, it's 5,100 per per 200 stack. Normally in an hour, I get 2 stacks of these, which is 10,000 gold for me per hour. And this for me has been like this for about a year to 2 years already. It's been the same price, just about. Sometimes the first year I started doing it, it was like 4,000 to 5,000, but now it's 5,000 to 6,000 for my server, which is pretty good because living steel is harder and harder to get as time goes on because of the new expansions and stuff. So I go and farm this, and I farm as much of it as I can get in a day. Sometimes I do 1 to 2 hours a day, which is about 10 to 20,000 gold per day. Like I try to do with these. For me, they sell instantly. Not instantly, but they sell overnight most of the time. If not, they won't sell on the first day. They'll sell on the second day. So that's a little trick that I like to do to make gold. You can do it as a casual player or as a player that really likes this game, that sits there all the time, plays it as much as they possibly can when they can. But that's not what I like to mainly focus on all the time. But I actually spent 6 hours getting all this ore to be able to really get some nice sales going. Right now, that's all I have for all my characters, but the Raichu, my character, the Raichu, actually has 16 million worth in the auction house right now. So that's kind of where all my gold's at. I go automatically and flip it in the auction house, but I'm not doing that with this character. This character, I've made 50,000 gold so far, which I've made it straight from just ghost iron ore, ghost iron bars, and I bought an XP pot. Why did I buy an XP potion? To level up some characters for the Christmas event. The Christmas event is coming, and I got very excited, and I was like, alright, when the Christmas event comes, I'm going to have so much stuff to be able to make gold for the next expansion. That's what I first thought of, and I think of what I can do for each expansion when they come, so I can experience it. Because sometimes there's a piece of gear that could come out, like last year there was a piece of gear that was like 300,000 gold, I think, and then they came out with a Legion spider mount. I didn't buy the spider mount because I wasn't ready for it. But this year, if there's something like that comes out, I can get it and I can fully experience it the way I've always wanted to. So that's one thing that I feel like if you don't have some sort of limit with your gold in the year, it's kind of like real life. Money buys stuff. It can, it doesn't really, to me, it doesn't really mean anything, but it does take away some experiences that you could have had quicker, I'd say. So that's kind of the one thing that I would do. I would go and try to gear up decently, maybe just go do some the casual raids, which is you can do for what they call it now. I don't even do this anymore. This was something I did like years ago. You'd queue from the group finder and you do the raids or mythic dungeons, whatever you prefer, just to get a decent amount of gear. It doesn't need to be a huge eye level, like a perfect 930, I think 930, 940. I don't even remember what it is right now, but just get to a maybe 900, 890 or something, just so you're ready for the next expansion or the next patch, so you can get a little of an idea of what you should be at to not have really a problem with the mobs in the next expansion. Because I know, when you hit a fresh level 110 and you're going straight into the next, right into the new world, it's not going to be good at first. It's not. That's why I say, if you can level as many characters now to level 110 or to level 100 to get, whatever it is to the next expansion, I'd say do it now, if you possibly can. I don't like to really stress much about this topic, but that's just something I really, really would like you guys to focus on as you're playing the game, and not just, doing whatever. Another thing is pets. I would be very, if you're doing pet battles, like you did in this expansion, you're farming it pretty hard. Be ready for the next expansion. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a nice amount of pets and a nice amount of trainers to fight in the next expansion. It's going to be hopefully good for all of you battle pet players out there. I know I'm excited. I haven't been doing a lot of pet battles, but I want to get more into it because it's just something that I enjoy. Like, I've started to enjoy. I've also, while you're farming, if you're good at farming the ghost iron bars, I mean, you don't have to do this one. I went and just checked what I can get for a decent amount of gold in a certain amount of time, but it's not going to be a certain amount of time. That's just, farming, you just having the item and then being able to sell it at least in a week or so. That's what I go by. You can do this with every single volatile in the game, which is volatile earth, volatile life, volatile fire, and volatile water. Those take some time to sell if you're doing it whatever amount of gold, depends on your server. For a stack of it, it takes normally 1 hour to get a stack of each one. Well, not each one at one time, but the separate farms. 1 hour at whatever one you do, you get the 200 stack of that one, which is pretty cool. I normally do it for the same thing, 10,000 gold. Sometimes for the waters I can get 13,000 gold. It depends on your server, as I said before. I do that with volatiles. I do that with the ghost iron bars. I do that with I think Titan Steel. I do that with a couple different farms, and I do it as much as possible. Once these ghost iron bars sell, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go back and do it right again. That's just how I work. That's how I do it. I farm as much as I possibly can. I'm pretty sure after this video, when I'm done, obviously farm as well as smelting all this bars, I'm gonna go straight back to farming the bars because I know how much sold. I sold 7 stacks yesterday. This I don't remember. I don't know how many stacks this is, but it's gonna be a good amount of stacks, which is okay. I can sell these and then go back and I'm still gonna go farm because I know they'll sell very fast on my server. So really, I feel like that's a very important thing to get ready for, is when you're getting ready for the expansion. One other thing, if you want to get a nice transmog before the next expansion, you could do that too. I've always had a problem with transmog. I've never been good with transmog. Really, I have not. I feel like if somebody out there could make a guide to get really good transmogs, or ones that they've customized to help people out, this is just a suggestion. If someone ever saw my video, it would just be a good idea. Just throwing that out there for you guys. Don't just go out and get make terrible transmog, the casual quote-unquote transmogs. Hopefully we can see something that's farmable, that can take up to whatever amount of hours. I want to look for some transmogs. I don't care if it takes 20 hours for me to farm them. I'll do it just to get the whole set. or wait in the auction house if there's a gear piece that I need that's 1,000,000 gold. If it looks really, really good that I think it's worth to get that transmog, I'll do it. So that's another thing I would get ready for the next expansion. Just one little last thing that I want to talk about. One of my videos actually got I don't think it got demonetized. It wouldn't let me actually monetize it, and I wondered why. You know, what was going on with it, because it wouldn't let me do like something with it. I couldn't figure out what. I forgot, but it just I was like, wait, what is going on with this video? It didn't make any sense to me, you know, why it was doing this. And apparently it says I had to get like 1,000 views or something on it to be able to even get it monetized. I don't know if that's a new thing with YouTube, or my video had certain content in it that shouldn't have, which could have been I was on a new server and there was Chinese writing in the chat, like there was spam and spam and spam. That could have been the issue. So maybe when I'm on that server I just don't have that window up, I have a whisper up or something instead. I don't really know if that was the reason why, but I hope that's the reason why. I'm pretty sure that was probably the reason why, which, you know what, I have that in I think 2 other ones of that, and that's going to be it. I have to pay more attention to that kind of thing, but it doesn't really matter to me. I just want to make sure that you guys see my videos as well, because maybe, who knows, they might even take it down. I don't know what the Chinese stuff said or whatever. It could have just been, oh, want to buy, like, it should have been something like someone trying to sell gold or something, which is not good. But whatever it could have been, that's, you know, it got my video demonetized. But that doesn't really matter to me. It's not about the money. I just want to make sure that you guys can see my videos. And it's harder to, I guess, really advertise my videos to be able to get people to see them, or to be maybe even, you know, get people to shout out that video or whatever it could possibly be, so more people see it. I can't do it because it's demonetized, or it's not monetized, so it's harder to get that 1,000 view mark unless I have, you know, a good amount of subscribers. And right now I'm at 424 subscribers, so I can, you know, I almost pushed 1,000 views on my last video, on the video before this one, and it's like, oh wow, yes. And I know there's one video, you saw the Lobby Go guides, and there was the first 3 of those are the ones that are going to most likely get the demonetized on it. So you're gonna see really low views because I couldn't really shout it out. For some reason it wouldn't let me do any of that sort of thing. So I'm very sorry for that, guys, and I hope you like, don't go and like are like, wow, you know, he's not gonna, I don't know, whatever it could be. I just hope you guys do enjoy it. The people that did see it, the people that did go and see it for that day. I know, like, right now while I'm making this video, it's got like 28 views, you know, 800 and something views versus 28. It just looks really weird. I just, you know, I don't know, to me that's just not something I like to have. But oh well, you know what, that's what happens when your videos get demonetized like that, I guess. I don't know, but I hope you guys are ready for the next expansion. It's your choice to like, comment, subscribe. I'm not gonna jam that down your throat or anything, but if you did, you can hit the button and turn notifications on if you'd like to. I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I hope you guys are ready for the next expansion when it comes out. If you guys have any more questions on what you could do to either make gold, get ready for just anything about getting ready for the expansion, let me know. You can message me. I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out.